And we start with the Daily Mail. And they lead with, at last, a true Tory budget. Top 45p tax rate scrapped and penny off income tax. Stamp duty slashed, rise in levies on beer and wine shelved. New dash for growth in biggest boost for 50 years. It's a big fat thumbs up from the Daily Mail. The Telegraph, Kwarteng gambles on biggest tax cuts in half a century. Britain back at its boldest, writes Alistair Heath in the Telegraph. This revolutionary budget adds up to the greatest I've ever seen. Obviously enjoying the fact that beer has got very cheap when he wrote that. Down to business. Prince Charles, now King Charles, of course, attends to his papers, sitting behind an antique French mahogany writing desk in the 18th century room at Buckingham Palace. There you go. The King at work. What a heartening image after 2 weeks of deep sadness. The Independent next. One of the greatest writers of our time. Warm tributes flooded in to Wolf Hall author Dame Hilary Mantel, who has died at the age of 70. She had a stroke and she won the Booker Prize, which is the top prize in fiction, twice. And her book was, her series of books were adapted for television as well. Robin Hood in reverse, say the Independent. Truss's tax gift to the rich. Highest earners to reap benefits of biggest cuts in 50 years. Pound plunges as markets alarmed by PM's gamble for growth. Guardian next. A budget for the rich. Kwarteng's 45 billion tax cut package sends pound dashing down to its lowest level against the dollar in 35 years. Now, tax cuts, super rich laughing all the way to the actual bank, say the Guardian. Jonathan Freedland. The Tories have made a declaration of class war. FT now. Pound slumps below $1.09 after Kwarteng's tax cut gamble. And City dealmakers keen to see if Chancellor's love will last. There you go. He's obviously enjoying a honeymoon period. Could it turn into a divorce if these tax cuts don't pay off? The Times now. Truss's great tax gamble. Biggest cuts package for 50 years. Boost for highest earners. Sterling falls amid borrowing fears. Also, the royal rift. Harry, Meghan and the palace insiders who really know what happened. Exclusive extracts from a new book by legendary royal reporter Valentine Lowe. Daily Express. Chancellor's tax cut package to put our incredible country back on top. We've got the courage to bet big on Britain, says the Express. Coming out fighting Kwasi Kwarteng last night stood by his tax cuts, saying he will never apologise for having the courage to bet big on our incredible country. The Chancellor's mini-budget bonanza aims to fire up the economy and end a cycle of stagnation. Also, a concerning story on the front page of the Daily Star. Mendy trial. Grealish slept with woman on same night she was raped. England footballer Jack Grealish had sex with a woman on the same night she was allegedly raped by a friend, a fellow Man City star Benjamin Mendy, a court was told. The player, the footballer Jack Grealish, is not implicated in this particular alleged crime, simply linked to what happened allegedly on that occasion, and the trial continues. Not amused, breeders charging £6,000 for Queen's favourite dog. Rough stuff. And those are your front pages.